Hello, today I want to talk to you about reducing the cost of sling shooting. This goes out to all those people who are on a tight budget and have trouble spending too much money on their hobby. So let's have a look at ammunition. If you're going to shoot common ammunition, such as a half-inch glass ball or a 3/8-inch steel ball, you're going to pay around 3 cents for one shot. This is in the price range of a 22 rimfire shell, so this is not cheap, and you're able to reduce the price by using smaller steel shot or by using glass marbles from the big stores, but you're still going to pay around 2 cents per shot. And if you want to take a step up and use half-inch steel balls, we're talking about 10 to 20 cents for one shot. This is a lot of money. So the first thing you should do is recollecting your ammunition to cut the costs. And the best way to do this is to use a catch box. This is my catch box. The catch box is basically some box having a kind of rug hanging inside, and the shot flies against the rug and the rug takes out all the energy and the shot falls down. There's a large variety of catch boxes out there. This one is made by Harryman. It's as simple as it gets. You can see it is a cardboard box with t-shirts hanging down from a piece of wood, and it is very effective. It works very well. We found out that tightly knit cloths such as old t-shirts or a bed sheet work better than, for example, towels. Now, if you plan to shoot outside and you're not going to take a catch box with you, you can still take some old t-shirt or whatever, hang it to the tree or hang it to 2 sticks rammed into the ground, and you will be able to recollect around 80% of your ammunition with such a makeshift backstop. A catch box will not only make it easier to recollect your ammunition, but it will also make it easier to hang up a target, and it will prevent ricochets from the pellet striking a hard surface, so it is a great safety feature. And every serious sling shooter who is using slingshots on a regular basis is having one of those at home. Now, if you want to go outdoors and you want to shoot at a target where it is not possible to hang a backstop, for example, you want to do some plinking on a tree stump far away, then there is one well-kept little secret. This is clay ammunition. This one is just hand-rolled out of clay by myself, very simple. You take a big lump of clay, cut it into sausages, cut those sausages into even pieces and roll them up by hand. You can make a few thousand of those in one evening, very simple. And the price of them is almost zero. And dried clay has the density of glass, so if you shoot a glass marble, you could just as well have shot a clay marble. In the 60s they were used and they were advertised as exploding ammunition, because when you shoot such a dried clay marble on a hard surface, it is not going to ricochet, which is also a great safety feature, but it's going to shatter and will leave a small dust cloud. This makes it visible where you hit, so very nice if you're going to do some long-range shooting. One great feature of clay ammunition is that it's totally biodegradable. There is no need to fire it in an oven, you can just let them dry in the sun. And such dried clay, if you shoot it outdoors and leave it there, will be washed away by the next rain. Clay is nothing but a special kind of earth, so you have absolutely no littering, absolutely no impact on the environment. You can shoot those in the backyard, you can shoot those in the forest, and you don't have to worry about pollution or about littering. Now, so much for ammunition. Let's have a look at the rubber bands. You regularly have to replace the bands after 200 to 2000 shots. The commercial bands available cost between $4 and $6.50. This may be wholly acceptable to you. The money you can save on bands is not as much as you can save on ammunition. My favorite commercial bands are the Trumark RRT tapered bands and the Saunders flat bands, but there is a growing number of slingshot enthusiasts who is starting to make and sell bands by hand. They can be of very high quality. I like the ones of Tech Shooter flat band, but there's a large number of other shooters making high quality bands, especially tapered flat bands. Now, there are a few things you can do to improve the life of a band set. First, keep them a bit longer. The shorter you keep them, the more stress you will put on the rubber when you shoot. Now, if you use tapered bands, they have a great advantage. They will almost always break on the rear side first. This is a great safety feature because if it happens during drawing, the rubber will snap forward and not right in your face. And if this happens, you can just retie the bands. And here, depending on your kind of attachment, attach them a bit further back. Of course, you must still have a safe attachment, so don't go too far back here. And you can shoot it over and over again. And this way it is able to use a band 2 or 3 times as long as you would if you would discharge it after one breakage. Now, it is wholly possible to make your own bands at home by purchasing rubber and attaching a pouch to it. And there is a large number of different kinds of rubber around, but the de facto standard in the slingshot community currently is TerraBand and TerraTube. This is a red Terra This is just a latex tube, just like the ones used on commercial slingshots and most commercial slingshots. You purchase it, cut it in the desired pieces, attach a pouch to it, very simple. The green TerraTube is very comparable to most heavy pull bands, like the ones sold by Barnett, Saunders and Schumark. This red rubber is very good for target shooting. But of course you cannot make tapered TerraTube bands at home. Now let us have a look at Terra bands. These come as flat exercise bands and you cut them in your desired shape using a roll cutter. And you can make very simple tapered flat bands out of it. I recommend the strongest qualities. This is TerraBand Black, Silver and Gold. These give you a very high performance bands at the price of between 10 cents to $1 per band set, depending on the style and the price you paid for the TerraBand.